All right, here we are again. We're doing some more content for YouTube. This ain't live. This ain't live. It's a video. Well, it's live right now, but we're doing a video. You know how it works. Now, this right here is my buddy Fauci. Some people call him Fucci. I call him a little short dumbass. YouTube, y'all might want to listen to this man right here.
Again, we have experience with this type of vaccine in billions of people. It's a safe vaccine. Of course, with the mRNA, there's a very, very, very low risk. But
very, very, very low risk.
Particularly in young men of getting a myocarditis.
Hold on a minute. What did you just say, Fucci? Did you just confirm what Mr. Chapman had said back in a couple of years ago? Because YouTube took me down for saying this shit.
But if you look at the risk of myocarditis from...
What did he say? Did he say myocarditis? I must have mispronounced it wrong. Or they're coming after me because of my accent. I'm Canadian. But he said myocarditis. Same thing I said.
COVID itself is greater than the risk of the vaccine. Again, we have experience with this type of vaccine in billions of people.
Billions of people. Billions and billions of people. How many billions? Billions. Bunch of billions. Well, there's only 7 on the planet. See, there are 7 billion. But he's saying billions. How many of them 7 billion did you? Billions.
It's a safe vaccine. Of course, with the mRNA, there's a very, very, very low risk, particularly in young men, of getting a myocarditis.
He said the myocarditis again. That son of a bitch needs to be taken down YouTube. Get him. Get him. Y'all owe me an apology. And you owe me some damn money. Pay up, bitches.
But if you look at the risk of myocarditis...
Don't say it, Jamie. I'm not.
From COVID itself is greater than the risk of the vaccine. Again, we have...
It just blows my mind that Fucci can come out and say that shit now, and I couldn't say it. I said it and got took down. Got a hard strike. The referee, he had on like a football referee shirt, a black and white stripe. Yellow card.
Prior to meeting the Tates, she had been involved in sex work and was active on adult websites.
Sex work? We done went from the myocarditis to sex work. We touch on a whole range of topics over here.
The case against the Tates has sparked controversy, as some believe Gabby is an innocent victim, while others see a pattern of manipulative behavior.
I see some crazy cockeyed bitch with tattoos on her hand. What do y'all see?
She has been involved in past legal disputes.
Let's listen to some of that good music. Richmond, north of Richmond. Is that what she's singing? I doubt it.
Including one where a man was sentenced to 24 years in prison for having a sexual relationship with her while she was a minor. Several men, including Marlon Fisher and Tyler Hensel, are also suing Gabby for various allegations, claiming she used manipulative tactics to deceive them. During her visit to Romania, where she stayed with the Tates, Gabby had her passport and phone at all times, and she was free to come and go as she pleased. She had expressed interest in moving to Romania.
She got some jacked up teeth.
And continuing a romantic relationship with one of the Tates. However, her expectations did not align with the reality, leading to her dissatisfaction and attempts to exploit and defraud the brothers. Gabby was involved in a conspiracy with another woman, Antilia, to falsely accuse the Tates of human trafficking. However, their scheme was unsuccessful, and Gabby's manipulative behavior came to light in text messages and communications with others. The case involves 4 women in total, with 2 supporting the Tates and stating they did not witness any human trafficking. The Tate side claims they were helpful, and there is evidence to suggest that Gabby's allegations were false.
Hold on, look at the way she's drawn that on her eyelashes. See how it comes up on the side right there? That's when her eyes open. It makes it look like they're coming out further on the sides. That draws your attention to the eyes. That's a trick. That's a trick.
Important to consider.
It's a trap. Them girls is wily. Wily ways trying to drag me down in there. How they doing it? Using their feminine charms. You got some feminine charms, Jamie? Nope. I had to work for my shit.
All the facts and evidence before forming judgments. As this case.
What do they got to do? They just sashay around through the room wearing tight-fitting jeans. That's Moon Man.
Involves complex and sensitive issues. The legal proceedings and court records are available online.
See how it looks like her eye? Look at that check mark on the side right there. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's nice. You know how long it took her to do that? 2 hours. That's why they was late coming to the thing. Because she's in there painting her face up. Just put some damn clothes on and let's go.
Those interested in learning more about the case.
In an unprecedented...
You done caught me, girl. You done caught me. You ain't got to be keeping on working on that paint job you doing in there. You done got me. You can let yourself go now.
There is evidence to suggest
Because I'm going to.
that Gabby's allegations were false. It's important to consider all the facts and evidence before forming judgments, as this case involves complex and sensitive issues.
What is that right there on her chin? Is that where one of them... You know, I've seen them people wear them little barbell things. Through their lips, their nose, and nipples. I've seen them in nipples before. That's sexy. But not right here. That don't look that good. Why not? Because I like licking on them barbells when they're in a nipple. I don't want to lick on it when it's hanging out of your lip.
The legal
But that's what it looks like.
court records are available online for those interested in.
That could be a mole, though. It could be a mole. Like I'd have to get in there closer. If it's a mole, it's probably got hairs coming out of it. Hard, bristly hairs that don't bend.
Learning more about the case.
In an unprecedented...
Like hog hair. If you ever did a hog, you stick them in scalding water, and the hair pulls right off. It don't pull right off. You got to work them. You get through doing that, you got that hog hair all over your arms. That's nasty. It's nasty. And I ain't taking a bath. Look at how hairy my arm is. Because I got blonde hair anyhow. I'm blonde, baby. Platinum blonde.
interview. The two agreed to sit with false producers and discuss their experience.
Look at her eyes. She's doing the same tricks. Probably part of a witch's coven.
And the rape happened. I was out of surgery. I had the surgery a couple of days before the first rape in April last year.
First rape?
And I was down. Beatrice, she was cleaning the first floor.
That bitch ain't cleaning shit.
Aliona.
Look at her. She ain't cleaning shit. She's going through life on her looks. Do you do that, Jamie? I can't. I gotta work.
And Emma, they were also sitting at the table. And at the point, I remember Aliona went up, and I also went up because I felt bad. The surgery was a pretty hard surgery.
What kind of surgery was it? I had an ingrown toenail.
And suddenly, I heard...
Înainte ca percheziția să se întâmple în casa noastră, totul
Everything was perfect in our house.
era casa unde tot puteai numi
It was
familie,
the house you
unde
could
te
cook out
simțeai
where you felt good, where everything was
bine,
perfect.
unde totul era perfect.
There is a difference between what they said their motivation was on coming to Romania and what the actual reason. I personally think that this whole scenario, this was a scenario long before it happened. It was made long before it happened. They were talking about it.
Talking about they conspired.
That there is proof and evidence. We have their conversations. You can see them online as well. You have their conversation planning this whole thing.
Niciodată nu s-a pus problema ca cineva să nu aibă voie să iasă din casă sau să fie încuiat în cameră. în cazul în care puteau să iasă și prin garaj, puteau să iasă și prin grădină și ușa tot timpul era deschisă.
Before it all happened, everything was normal. Everything was fine. We were living a good life. Everyone was happy. And then when the whole thing started, everything came as a shock. So basically, Andrew and Tristan have always been very helpful, very kind, very good people. And they've always went out and like, oh, I can help you, I can do this for you.
She's
do you need anything?
for the takes.
I'll make sure that you'll be fine. Let me help you. And
I'll take care of you, baby. I'll take care of you. Captain Save-A-Ho! That should be like a cartoon. You remember when Captain Caveman was on TV? Caveman, he had all kind of shit in his fur. He had a furry suit on. I don't know if he's like a Sasquatch or what, but he was Captain Caveman. And he'd pull out this club and start banging on people. He had like a 4-foot club. He kept down in the shoulder holster.
that there are these two
First concealed carry I ever seen.
girls everyone knows about already, Moldovan from UK, and this Moldovan girl, she had
I like the way they don't have no free range eyebrows whatsoever. None. Not a one's out of place. Where's yours at, Jamie? They're running wild. I do not keep mine contained like that. I let them have freedom. I'm all about freedom. Less government intrusion.
a lot of problems. Let's just say she was dealing with a lot.
The government just wants to keep my damn eyebrows on the plantation, and they're not going to do it.
And they offered to help her through it, and that's how I met her. She was very kind and very nice at first.
Normally, when you see a girl like this that's got her eyebrows all nice and trimmed, and they look lovely. I bet she plucks them. Her nether regions is also immaculate. Normally. Now, sometimes you run into them fakers. They're deceivers. They got all this up here going on. Perfect everything in place. Downstairs. Looks like the... Remember when Frodo and Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings, they went to the edge of that forest and they looked into the forest and it was dark. It was scary. I think there was spider webs in there too. That's what some of them's did. And they got you. Because they got you when they get you like that. You're done way past the point. You can't even stop. I can't pull out. I can't. They got you. You don't care. We don't care what that shit looks like down there. We just want some loving.
And then slowly she started.
I can't do it. Yeah, it looks like a jungle down there. I can't do it. Ain't no telling what's in there. Ain't no telling what's in there. That spider wrapped them damn dwarfs up. Wrapped them up in cocoons and was carrying them back, gonna eat on them. That's how spiders feed. They sting you just to numb you out, and then they wrap you up. Keep you like a snack hanging over there on the side.
Showing some signs, some red
There was a dragon in that movie too called Smog.
flags.
Înainte să îi cunosc pe frații, pe Andrew și pe Tristan Tate, am lucrat ca și producător de emisiuni.
Me and her get along fine. Me and her, she's blonde for one thing. She's not really blonde. Jamie, look at her roots. I don't care. This is blonde. But we get along fine. We couldn't argue with each other. We can't. I don't understand what the hell she's saying. She could be arguing like hell at me. I say, look, that girl loves me. Listen at her.
La o mare televiziune din România, am renunțat la a fi producător de emisiune și am început să lucrez pe social media.
I first started working as a manager and as a skin therapist over in Norway, where I
Skin therapist?
we kind of opened like a skincare company, and it was very fun, but at the point it became too much. It was very stressful, and that's when I decided to go back to Romania, where I focus mostly on working with social media. It's really nice being a leader.
Is that like an OnlyFans thing? Social media? Is that what she's talking about? Or was she doing like tutorials on how to change a carburetor or changing tires on the car? What kind of social media influencer are you?
And this
Social media influencers. What are social media influencers? Somebody don't want to work. They don't want to do no hard work. This ain't hard. Talking on the camera, that ain't hard. Get out there in that ditch with a shovel in the 90-degree heat because of climate change. It's hot out there, boys.
Deciding having my own life, being able to make my own choices of what I want to do, when I want to do it, and who I want to do it with.
Tot ceea ce s-a spus în mediul online a fost fals. Niciodată ei nu s-au comportat în vreun mod urât sau jignitor cu cele două, respectiv Aliona și Emma. Am fost mai mult prietenă cu Aliona decât cu Emma și de fiecare dată când Aliona m-a rugat un lucru, mereu am ajutat-o. Chiar am filmat pe telefon când eu mergeam cu Aliona la mall și mergeam la restaurant și mergeam să ne cumpărăm haine. Deci de aici se poate înțelege că niciodată ele nu au fost puse în ipostaza de a fi sechestrate sau atât.
Emma, I personally met her at Andrew and Tristan's home. We don't live far from each other, so obviously we are like family. Every time they were coming back to Romania from traveling or business, we will meet.
Like family. That's my sister. You ain't supposed to do that with your sister.
And this girl, Emma, was there. And
They did that shit down in Alabama. Messed up the whole damn state. They're crazy. But you ain't supposed to be kissing your sister like that. I'm telling
I
you.
met her personally, and she told me how she wanted to follow her dreams and make music.
She wants to be the next Yoko Ono. She's gonna mess up the Beatles.
She was the one that told me that she asked Tristan for help. She wanted to come to Romania to follow her dream, to have her own path, make her own mistakes and own choices. And I was like, oh, this is a cool girl, you know? And then I personally offered to help her as well. I told her, you know what, if you really want this help, and if you really want to follow your dream, you're new in Romania, you don't know the city, you don't know the country, you don't know anything here. Come live with me. I offered her. I told her.
I want to follow my dreams. I want to explore and do the things I want to do. I want to be a singer. Can I come live with you? I won't drop my towel when I come out of the shower. I won't be standing in there in the refrigerator at 3 o'clock in the morning with the door open, no clothes on, drinking milk out of the jug.
Come live with me for a couple of months until you get a job.
What are you doing? You're drinking right out of the jug. I paid for it. What are you talking about? Kids used to get mad at me all the time. What are you doing drinking out of the jug? I bought this shit. I can drink out of the jug if I want to.
Until you...
You want a glass?
start doing your music and you can rent your own apartment, and we will take from it. But it wasn't long after that, and the bad things started happening.
You seen what it was like to get out there and have to work for your own stuff. You got to pay your own bills. You want to drink out of the jug, you got to go to the grocery store and buy it. Like I have money to do that. That's right. That's the way it works. The real world's cold. Cold and hard. Cold and hard out there for some people. And they don't understand it because you coddle them when they're kids. And they don't understand how the real world works. This is why I give my kids an allowance. Here you go. You do this over here. You know, you do the dishes and clean your room over there, and you get this much money every week. That's yours. You spend it how you want to. Because when we go to the store and you start all this bullshit, hey, I want it. Don't you got some money? You want it, get it. I only have to buy you the necessities. Toilet paper, food. I only have to buy that sort of thing. Pay the rent. Gas, insurance, and shit. That's all expensive. You going to kick in? I don't want to kick in. What in it? You want something? that is not a necessity, you make money. I'll give you money to buy it. Then it teaches them. And they start, because when they had to buy it themselves, they respect it more because it's their hard-earned money that they had to buy that way. They don't treat it just any kind of way. They don't just take their damn controller and slam it on the floor because they're rage quitting in the Call of Duty game or something. Some of them tearing up monitors and computers and shit. They don't do it because it's their money. Because when you tear it up and you're sitting there and you ain't got nothing to play, you go, damn it, I got to go out and buy all that shit again. I got to go do the work again. Real world's a bitch. Real world's a bitch. Khazarian Mafia Ashkenazi Jews are starting to show their faces. Hey, Zelensky, he's Jewish. He's Jewish. I don't know what they're talking about. They're starting to show their faces. I thought we knew he was Jewish. Oh boy, you naughty girl. Oh, this is Lauren Boebert context footage come out that she was kicked out of the theater watching Beetlejuice for vaping. This was in the footage before getting kicked out. My thoughts, who cares? She's a grown woman and her man was copping some feels. I'd cop some too on them old juicy titties. We're in the movie theater. Oh, that thing's nice. Yeah. Woo, Lauren Boebert. Getting her all turned on there in the movie theater. Guess where we're going when we leave here? We're going back to the hotel room. We're going to get freaky. She's grown. Leave her alone. Y'all don't give a rat's ass about what everybody else is doing. You think we ought to have to agree with it. You don't agree with that? Well, no. That's a man and a woman doing that. You shouldn't agree with that shit. That's natural. Not no more, it ain't. Drew sent me that video last night. And apparently this guy is a musician and he's married. I don't know. I don't care. He wants to cheat on his wife. That's between him and his wife. They got to deal with it. I don't. That's a bunch of drama shit. I don't care. I'm not sleeping with neither one of them. I don't care what they do. Well, you shouldn't be doing it in a movie theater like that, Jamie. What? You ain't never copped a feel in a movie theater with a girl or a guy that you was with? I have. I've made out in there, made love a many a time, right in the middle of Star Wars. You're going to have to put that lightsaber up, sir. Or at least wrap it. I'm not wrapping. So I got kids, are This is this is Dr. Orange. I don't like his son bitch. YouTube, I don't like him. I don't like him, YouTube. Can their algorithms detect me winking? I don't like Trump. Bad president. I wonder, can their algorithms detect a wink? Or sarcasm? Or jokes? No, they can't. They got a bunch of purple-haired people sitting over at the computer watching just to take me down. Why is that? Rich man, north of Richmond. I ain't part of their club. They won't even let me in their club. I can't even get the contract to cut the grass over there. Why not? Because I'm not part of their club.
We lose our country, we're not going to have a country.
We lose our country, we're not going to have a country.
Hundreds of dollars to get their school supplies. They're coming here not vaccinated. We just had a COVID crisis. They shut our businesses down.
Yeah.
They fired teachers, fire department for not getting vaccinated.
Who do you think needs to do more? We hear from the mayor of New York who says he's doing everything he can every day as migrants continue to come in. We are, I will say too, we're live on air, so, but.
Oh, we're live on there. You can't be cussing like that. Hey, screw them sons of bitches.
You know, what do you think about what the mayor...
Fake news. Well, if she's Fox, Jamie, they're just as fake as the rest of them. Just as fake.
And what should the president and the White House be doing?
This is up to us. This is up to each and every one of us to stand up Nobody's coming here for us.
Right.
We're here for ourselves. If we don't get up and fight for our city, nobody's coming for us. They're coming to destroy it. The reason why they're here is to steal our votes.
Right.
We're not going to be able to live. They're stealing our votes, our kids' future, my birthright. Our United States is great city that I refuse to leave. Do you understand? Nobody's coming for us. These elected officials aren't even elected. They're using absentee ballots. They're being selected.
Hold on, you can't say that. That's going to get you in trouble. You can't say that.
What did you think that AOC, when she came out and
I think AOC's got some juicy titties.
other members of Congress and they had this press conference, what did you think about their comments?
They will never be allowed to walk down the streets again. They have destroyed our city, and New York, especially Queens, is
Let's
walking
pull
up.
away from this. You see the anger.
Yeah, let's pull away from this. She's a deep state. She wants to pull away from somebody venting his frustration and what's going on. We need to pull away from that. They're going to get us in trouble. Well, we're not supposed to be telling the truth. If this guy, I don't know, it just seems a little bit put on to me.
Among some on the streets of New York.
And then she's just shaking her head. If she'd have said the exact opposite, she'd have been going.
City Representative Kamek, I wanted to go there and just listen to a little bit of that. Look, Biden's policies are taking a beating today. It's the people who have come have been told that there's an open door, and you know what? There is. So they arrive and push American citizens out of the way because there's so many of them and so many of us.
Well, that don't make no sense. They push us out of the way because there's so many of them and so many of us. That don't make no sense.
Absolutely. I mean, you just hear the frustration and the anger in his voice. It's hard not to get emotional listening to that because it's not just in New York that we are.
Men don't get emotional. Except if our dog dies. If our dog dies, now we're going to get emotional. Here's some more of that footage from 9/11. I don't know what them flashes are. I don't know what them flashes were inside that before that building fell. What building was that, Jamie? I think that was building 7. What do you think them flashes are? Somebody in there taking pictures? I don't know. Winking. Don't tell the algorithm, Jamie. You're telling the algorithm that you're winking. I don't know what those flashes were that went off inside the building before it collapsed. You tell me what you think it is. Let's hear the comments. What kind of flashes you thought those were that went off in Building 7 before Building 7 fell? What could it have been? Power, lights flashing, I don't know. Ghost. It could have been ghost. Playing with the light switches one last time before the building collapsed. Why is there ghosts in Building 7? I don't know. Maybe it could have been a mass murder. Family got killed there or something back in the 70s. Amityville Horror. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the ghost is haunting this building. Oh, see? That sounds like some bangs. I'm hearing bangs. What do you think? Ghost playing the drums? Oh, look at that. Spread the word. Spread the truth is to be believed. You can't tell the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear a lie.
Love him. It's because you're not vaxxed, that's why it happened.
Yep. Yeah, get your fifth booster, Keith.
Anyway.
They're making fun of people that got vaccines. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. There was a pandemic going on. People were dropping dead left and right. I remember driving to work, coming up through I had to swerve and dodge dead people all over the street. No, you didn't. I didn't. I thought it was a pandemic. Remember they had the horse-drawn carts out of people were stacked up on the sidewalks, deader than shit. They was pulling them out of buildings left and right, couldn't even get in the hospital. tractor trailer trucks full of dead bodies, full of them. Grave diggers was working overtime, couldn't keep up. Mass graves was they couldn't keep up.
I love that. Keith Olbermann said that.
You love him, though.
Because you're not vaxxed, that's why it happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're getting away with saying this shit. I rode outside the Liberal Party caucus retreat where protesters were F. Trudeau flags were arrested and beaten by Trudeau's guard. And one girl was ragdolled at the end, was reportedly just picking up her cell phone.
No, you tell me what the fuck to do. Don't tell me what to do. You want to touch me again? You can get charged. I'm an advocate in this city. You don't touch me. I know my rights. Don't fucking talk. Don't fucking tell me nothing. You are a disgusting woman. Touch me again. I fucking dare you. You touch him again and I guarantee people are jumping. Don't fucking fucking touch me, man. No, you don't touch me. You provoked this, eh? You provoked this. You guys come onto the fucking streets of us. You provoked it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yeah! Record it, everybody. Record it. Just keep watching.
Y'all support the blue? Y'all support the blue? Y'all support the blue? Y'all support the blue? Blue, y'all might want to pick a side. Looks like they have.
Yeah, that's what Woody's there. Whatever hear that. Get married and fall. No, boss. For the United States. Come down. You're completely wrong on the team.
At the Roosevelt Hotel, we haven't seen reports of that at this specific site that we witness right now, but we will continue.
That's Nadler. Seems like they're mad up there in New York City about all them immigrants that's coming in. They're coming in and taking stuff, living up there. Terrible. This right here. This is when you trust MSM, mainstream media. This guy, what's he doing? He's at the beach. He's just having a good time playing in the sand. They're playing in the dirt again. That's sand. Same thing. It's dirt, earth.
Thanks, Bernard. Now, finally, for now, mysterious hole on a beach has caused a stir in North Dublin.
Oh, that mysterious hole in the beach.
Enthusiast is hoping the crater in Portmarnock could be the aftermath of a cosmic event.
It's a huge, mysterious crater.
Mysterious crater. I walked by out here and seen it round. I'm sitting on the beach. Walk by. There ain't supposed to be holes like that on the beach. What you talking about? I see kids digging on the beach all the time, making sand castles. Did they walk by that sand castle and go, oh my God, look at this mysterious relic from the past. Look at that castle. Notice the turrets on top of it. Tiny people lived in this thing a long time ago. They used to be tiny. We're giants now compared to them.
Looks out of this world. But is it?
It looks
the unusual
out
hole
of
on
this.
Portmarnock Beach stopped local astrophysics enthusiast Dave Kennedy in his tracks yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And he's certain the small but heavy rock inside it came from up above.
As you can tell by here,
you can tell by right here, see how smooth this is and flat on this side. This is where it was coming through the atmosphere. And that's where you see the sparks and stuff coming out. It's a meteorite. And it come down through there like that right there and hit right here in this the center of the hole.
side here, so that would have been at the angle that it came.
I told you it was the angle. It was the angle that the rock was coming in at. That's why it's all flattened on this side, because it was coming in this way. See, the front side is flat because it was burning off because it was coming so fast through the atmosphere and the ionosphere and the stratosphere, and it was just taking particles off of it, and that's why it's flat. Jamie, you're an astrophysicist? Yes, I am.
Oh, no. And it is weighty. I'm not sure if it's composition, but we're definitely going to have to find out.
We're going to have to. You got to send this shit off.
Caught the attention of passers-by.
We got the nut job stopping by, out walking their dogs on the beach. Hopefully they're picking up the turds that these dogs are dropping on the beach, because they're taking shits all over the beach.
Many hoping that what they're witnessing is the aftermath.
Hey, can we take a picture of that? Yeah, look at this. We're going to put this on a postcard, send it back to our kids. Our kids is back in the States.
Of a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event.
Yeah, it hit like this right here. See how the sand's out like that? Well, if it's perfectly center, that would tell me it hit like that and went out. If it hit like this, it would sort of be like a sliding in the second. No. It's hit straight down like that. But he said it hit like this. That's why it's flat like that on that side. Unless it was coming straight down like that and it's flat on the bottom side. It could be. I don't know. What are you talking about? I'm just watching videos and commenting.
I'm up here in D.C. If you need help putting with some politician, holler at me, brother. I do it for free. There he is. And Donald Trump, I'm up here in D.C. If you need help putting with some politician, holler at me, brother. I do it for free. There he is. And Donald.
He's offering to help Donald Trump whoop some politicians' asses.
Same time, this is why Crimea wanted to be with Russia. Because Western Ukraine backed the Nazis. The CIA actually gave immunity from prosecution to the Nazis of Ukraine from the Nuremberg trials. These are the
Yeah, we might want to turn this off. This girl's she's telling too much truth.
actual Nazis from the Second World War. When you know that the CIA sponsored the color revolution in Ukraine in 2013 and 14.
That was under Obama. Obama was the president back then. He's the one that the email chains, they didn't go after Hillary because they had to go after him. That's going to come out. It's going to come out. When they put Big Mike up in there to take Joe Biden's place and Kamala's, because you can't put a white man in there to take Kamala because she's a black woman. She's not black. Well, we can't put no man up in here to take her out, person of color. We need another woman, colored woman, to come in here and take Kamala's place because Kamala's dumb as a box of rocks. Who's it going to be? Well, who we got over here that's smart? Maxine Waters? No, not Maxine Waters. No, we can't pull her up here. She looks like that thing off the Death Star, or not the Death Star, but she is one that said it's a trap. Or she looks like Ogra from the Dark Crystal. You can't put her up here. Who can we get? Who's popular? They got to be popular. Got to be black. Got to be a woman. Got to be woman. She claims to be a woman. No pictures. No pictures. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Michelle Obama. That's it. Pull her up here.
Interference as you could possibly imagine before we even get to Hunter Biden, Nancy Pelosi, John Kerry.
Look at her.
Mitt Romney,
She knows.
and children.
She knows, oh, she's talking too much. We're going to get in trouble. Our overlords is going to get us.
Who are employed, who are millions from Ukrainian factories. Zelensky was selected, like so many of our leaders, with big tech and with election fraud these days. We don't know how many leaders all around the world have been selected for us. Putin has been warning for 15 years that he is not going to stand by while the globalists take over the world, build bioweapons facilities. Ukraine has been a center of money laundering for many of the leaders in this country. Billions of US dollars have been laundered through Ukraine, and we say nothing about it. These are our tax dollars, and all those corrupt
He
people
knows.
in the deep state. And you know what? It's not a conspiracy theory. It's an actual deep state. Look at the SES, the Senior Executive
He knows.
Service, because when that bureaucracy was ushered into law in the United States of America, that's when we got a bunch of unelected bureaucrats.
He just won't say nothing because he's part of the club. They're not going to call it out. Media's not going to call it out. Media's part of it. Big tech, social media, All of these platforms are part of this bullshit. That's why they give me hard strikes back then, and Fauci can come out and say what he wants to today. Well, we can't stop. He's a doctor. Dr. Death, you mean? All right, we appreciate y'all being over here. This is just something to put on the YouTube channel to get the hours up over there. We're trying to get remonetized over there. We will see y'all when we go. I'm going to see y'all later on today because we're not doing the pipe because it's raining. So I'm going to be here today. We'll be here today. Later.